I'm just getting my voice back after a really horrible cold, so bear with me, it might be a little croaky again. Hi everyone, I'm back today. There was no video last week because I was really busy and really full of cold. What I was busy on was actually related to the book that I'm going to be talking about today. So the book that I'm going to discuss today is actually the book that made me go MIA last week, and that's why there was no video. That and the fact that I'd actually lost my voice. So the book that I'm going to discuss today is this one, which is Pretty Pastel Style by Selena Leigh. So this is a total different style book that I normally discuss on my channel. Normally I talk about actual sort of novels and things or short stories, but this is an interiors book, and I picked it up as just a sort of a coffee table style book, and I do really like looking at just pretty pictures and things. I've got the Kath Kidston Tips for Vintage Style book and things like that. But this one, I saw it in TK Maxx and picked it up. It was, I've taken the price off it, but I think it was around £7. And when I got home, I started flicking through it because I absolutely love pastels. I love pinks, purples, light blues, all sorts of pretty pastel-y colours. And so I was excited to look at the basically the interior poem that would be in here for me. So inside the book you've got loads of absolutely stunning ideas and pictures. So just different bedrooms and all sorts of lovely styles that you can do, and each page is absolutely stunning with lots of lovely ideas. And reading this book made me realise that the rest of my house is actually really pastel, and I live in a little cottage, and the cottage is really old, and so it is dark inside, and all of the other rooms that I've painted, I've painted them really light colours, but my living room was still really dark. And when I first moved into this cottage, everything was painted extremely dark, and it looked really dark all of the time. Old houses back in sort of the 1800s weren't built for light the way they are now. Like, cottages were built just for building a cottage, really. They didn't really think about the light so much. So a lot of older cottages can be quite pokey, quite sort of dark if you're not careful with what you have lying around, but also they're really charming. And all my walls, they're not all straight. Like, my walls, instead of going straight down, you've got walls that curve out and things. It is an old rickety style cottage. And so my decor in the house, I've gone a bit sort of, well, I've gone country cottage style, but all lights and pastels and things. But like I say, my living room was still really dark. It was like a dark red colour, and when I first moved in it had blue walls, and I painted the walls white, and it just didn't work. It didn't work for me, but I had actually spent a lot of my budget doing up the different rooms and things, and this is my first house, and so I spent a lot of my budget, so I had to wait to redo it. But reading this book got me really inspired, and I hadn't planned on doing any DIY last week at all, but after reading this I literally went to the shop and went to Laura Ashley and bought myself a new wallpaper for my, this is the living room I'm in at the moment. I went and bought myself a new Laura Ashley wallpaper, and I pulled all the wallpaper off and I got decorating. So that's where I was last week. I was redoing my room, and I got paint, bought a new carpet, everything like that. Got it all done, and hello cat. Hi. Yeah, I got it all done, changed it, made everything different, and I really like it. So at the end of this is just going to be a short video, but at the end of this I'm going to insert a couple of pictures of before and after, because I did take photos just before, and in the before pictures you'll see the paint on the floor that I'd already started bringing out and getting ready to use. But yeah, my before and after pictures, I really enjoy the new look of my living room, and I'm really pleased that I found this book, because this book is actually what pushed me to go ahead and actually just go for it. So that was Pretty Pastel Style by Selena Leigh, and if you're into interiors and pastel, this will be a good one for you to pick up and just browse or use as sort of inspiration. And also, incidentally, if you're into pastels and things, my Instagram is full of pastels. Plug. But yeah, I fill my Instagram with loads of pretty pastel pictures. So there's book pictures, there's makeup pictures, there's little pictures of pretty shoes and foods and things like that, but everything's sort of got a pastel-y pinky style theme. Actually, at the end of the before and after pictures that I'll insert to this video, I'll also insert a little screenshot from my Instagram, which is Sparkles of Light. All one word, obviously. And yeah, so you can see that, and then feel free to follow me and subscribe. Okay, so after all that plug-in, I will speak to you all soon, and I hope you enjoyed this little video. It was a bit different, and I will see you all next week, hopefully. Bye!